Hey guys, it's Aaron the Ho from MobileReviews8.ca, and today I'm going to do a review of the ThinCharge case, and Monty is just going to sit here staring at the cars outside and growling at the people that are walking by. This is one of the very few cases, and for me it's the only case that I've seen, a battery case accessory that actually uses the lightning cable instead of a micro USB, which is awesome because the lightning cable is way better than a micro USB cable. ThinCharge claims that this is the thinnest battery case for the iPhone, and while I can't confirm that claim, I can tell you that it is way thinner than other battery cases like the Otterbox Resurgence or the Moshi iGlaze ion battery case. Now for my ThinCharge review, I've given this battery case a score of 4 A's out of 5. It scores a tad lower than the Otterbox Resurgence and Moshi iGlaze ion, but I personally would take the ThinCharge over the other two battery cases any day of the week. If you need more information, check out the handy comparison tables I've created on my website. Links are in the eye or the description section below. Real usage, real reviews, MobileReviews8.ca. And MobileReviews8.ca, we base everything we do on actual usage, so when we get a battery case that isn't officially drop rated, well, the only thing we could do is just use the battery. ThinCharge did send us a tiny charging cable as well, which we'll kind of showcase at the end of this main review. The bottom of the case is completely smooth and buttonless. It's like they shaved something off. It's different. ChargeTech decided to put all the battery charging, checking, start, stopping functionality into the volume buttons, which makes the case a little cleaner in terms of looks, but you need to spend a bit more time remembering what all the flashes mean. Good thing there's a cheat sheet on the inside of the case. Installing the iPhone is a little different as well, as you slide the device from the top, but then you kind of cap it off. The lightning cable port is on top of the device and has a little flap to protect it. Now, I'm not too fond of the cap on top as well as the cover on the lightning port because it's kind of a hassle to use. If some of you guys follow me on Instagram, I tried doing a video on the cap and the top, and it took me like 3-4 tries to get it because the cap and top were just so irritating to use. Kind of. But if the cap does come off, your iPhone isn't going to slide out of the case easily, which now you guys know. The case has a soft rubber coat to it, so depending on the color that you get, greasy fingers might be an issue. Now when it comes to protection, the ThinCharge case isn't officially drop rated, but they do mention it has reinforced corners, so we'll interpret it as good enough for an accidental drop. The case fits tightly around the iPhone, so dust and debris shouldn't be an issue. Edge-to-edge screen protector should work with this case. The spare battery clocks in at 2600 milliamp hours, which essentially provides enough power to fully charge your iPhone once from dead. Charging the iPhone is done by pressing the top volume button for 3 seconds. To check the remaining charge of the battery, you need to hold the top volume button down for 1 second. There will be a bunch of flashes, and basically the fewer flashes, the more power your case has. Now, my only issue with that setup is, despite the fact that I love how clean the bottom of my iPhone is, if my iPhone is unlocked, I am actually, to charge the case, to charge the iPhone, I actually have to play around with the volume, and I'm increasing the volume for no reason other than to charge the iPhone, which those two things don't really compute in my head. So it's weird in that sense, but if that really bothers you, you can just put your iPhone to sleep and then charge it that way. Now, why do I prefer this case over the other one? So I love how it feels. The straight edges, or the relatively straight edges, really remind me of the 5, and I really love the 5 or the SE. I like that shape. I like the straight edges against my hand. The case, again, it's smaller than the other one, so it's easier to deal with. You don't have to, it doesn't feel like you're carrying around something massive around in your pocket. It doesn't feel like I am adding a lot of bulk for an extra battery to my iPhone. This all may seem trivial, but given how much I'm holding onto my iPhone, how it feels actually makes a big difference to me. Now lastly is the Keyring charging cable. This is a good doohickey as a stocking stuffer in my opinion, it never hurts to have a spare cable lying around. So I wouldn't use it on a day-to-day basis because it's way too short, and I found having my iPhone so close to my laptop, well, kind of annoying. And it's kind of hard to charge something where your iPhone isn't sitting on something. The cable itself is actually very flexible, and the attachment point to the keyring is also a cover for the lightning cable. Again, great thing to have if you tend to forget your cables. So that's kind of all I got for the ThinCharge review. What do you think of it, Monty? What do you think of this case? You're gonna fall asleep, aren't you? Find me on Google plus Twitter, as well as Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I think I said all the places that I'm on. ThinCharge was awesome enough to send us the case as well as the cable, so I have to give them props for doing that because, well, you take a risk when you send stuff to me, because I might not review it because it's crap, or I just might not review it because it's boring. Thanks for watching.